Matt Gaetz has some thoughts about what is and is not racist. And in this next video, he shares with the world something that he has felt strongly about, where the true racism in this country lies. Let's hear what he has to say.
President Coolidge also said that as Americans, we are the peers of kings. And I don't think it's a bad thing if we start acting like it. Some might call that male privilege or white privilege. You know what? Those terms are just racist terms to try to tell people to shut up, and we're done being quiet. I reject the notion of white privilege or black privilege or any other type of privilege. We are all unified in one American privilege that we should be proud of and fight for with everything we have.
John, as a white male, I would just like to apologize that you've, had such a difficult time in this country with the racism and the hatred directed toward you. You're a real victim here.
It's been a tough time, but I've tried to push through as best I can. I have always felt that male privilege is a racist term. That makes sense. I'm a serious thinker. You racist. You don't like me because I'm a guy, you're racist. That is the level of just mostly solidified privilege that he is. They just filled a sack with privilege. And that's why he can, he can go and DUI and all that stuff, and he gets a pass, they don't care. He stands up there and he accuses others of being racist, even though 9 times out of 10 they say that accusations of racist are just a diversion, but now they like it, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And by the way, in your experience, you've probably heard many people say, we're done being quiet. Have you ever heard someone say that who has a reputation for being quiet or for not talking all the time, constantly?
It's so funny. Yes, you're absolutely right about that. Especially someone like Matt Gaetz. He's never been quiet in his life. Matt Gaetz used a human as a prop recently on the House floor. Yeah. Okay, his former girlfriend's brother, who he alleges he adopted, he used that person who's from Cuba as a prop to argue that he was airing his grievances as the father of a minority. That's what he was trying to do on the House floor. He is a clown. He's an absolute clown, and it's so embarrassing to know that he is a representative in this country and that there are living, breathing human beings who watch a speech like that and they feel proud. Yeah. It's just devastating and embarrassing.
Well, yeah, okay, so some of his jokes haven't necessarily landed, but that doesn't mean that some weren't good. You remember on March 7th, I think it was, or actually March 4th, when they were putting together a coronavirus relief bill, and he used a different prop when he put on a gas mask because the idea that this was gonna be a deadly pandemic was a joke to him. And then 120,000 plus people died. That one was dark, admittedly, but I like dark humor. He's a funny guy, Matt Gaetz. He's a funny guy.
We need to get the trash out of Congress, just like we need to get the trash out of the White House. We need people who actually represent Americans' best interests and don't weaponize the culture wars for political gain, because that's all Republicans ever do. This kind of stuff, look, I'm dunking on him. I don't take him seriously. I think he's a clown. And yeah, I think making fun of him is the only response that kind of nonsense deserves. But understand that they latch on to the culture wars specifically to distract your attention from the fact that they're robbing you. You as an American, you as a taxpayer are getting robbed every single day. You got a measly, if you're lucky, a measly $1,200 check in the middle of this devastating pandemic, while massive corporations got trillions of dollars in bailouts. While Steve Mnuchin was handed $500 billion in taxpayer money to hand out to all his friends with no transparency whatsoever.
Yep.
But you got, if you're lucky, you got that one-time check for $1,200. They don't want you to focus on that. They don't.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.